has been. He should be like, let me say that again. Because of who you are, we give you glory. He's an awesome God, is he not? Because of who you are, we give you praise. Because of who you are, we can lift our voice and say, Lord, we worship you. Because of who you are, Lord, we worship you. Because of who you are. Can y'all help me say this part? Jehovah Jireh. Jehovah Jireh. Come on, sing it. My provider. Jehovah Nisi. Jehovah Nisi. Come on, Lord, you reign. Lord, you reign in glory. Jehovah Shalom. Hang on. My Prince of Peace. And we worship you because of who you are. Listen, let's listen. As I look around and I see all the wonderful works your hands have made, the awesomeness of you, and how your love will never fade. Mere words cannot express the glory I feel. The joy inside, oh God, is real. And the token of my love, I lift my hands and say, oh, Lord, you're holy. Come on. Lord, you're holy, and we lift you up and magnify your name. Lord, you're holy. Lord, you're holy, and we lift you up and magnify your name. Because, come on, because of who you are, we give you glory. Because of who you are, we give you praise. Because of who you are, we will lift our voice and say, Lord, we worship you. Because of who you are. Can we say it one more time? Jehovah Jireh, come. Jehovah Jireh, he's our provider. My provider. Can I hear you? Come on. Jehovah
Good morning again, giving honor to God in this place. I want to acknowledge the pastor of this church and the pastors in the pulpit. Life reflections for Urie Robert Lee Norris III. A child music prodigy, academically brilliant, stylish, humorous, caring, determined, extremely loyal, hardworking, and compassionate. These are the characteristics to remember about Urie Robert Norris III, 39 years old. Urie, also known as stage name Trey, is beloved eldest son of Reverend Urie and Professor Denise Norris of Bakersfield, dual resident, San Diego, California. Urie, a graduate of the University of California at Los Angeles, earned a BFA degree in ethnomusicology and jazz performance under the tutelage of phenomenal jazz artist, Mr. Kenny Burrell. Urie III also attended his first 2 years of college at the University of Miami, Coral Gables, Florida. In fact, Urie III was accepted into 9 Tier 1 university music programs. And after college auditions, including the Berklee School of Music. Urie loved all genres of music. Although Urie has been trained in classical music, piano since the age of 5 years old, and had a gifted ear, contemporary music, jazz, and gospel music were among his favorites. Urie was also a gifted composer and a high school Sedgwick Academy award-winning vocalist. He was a high school honor chorus winning tenor. Urie's passion was to become a professional musician and pursue a specific range of interests. He achieved that goal too. Urie accomplished music projects including music composition, performance, planned film scoring, and music production. Urie achieved many of his goals and aspirations with the love of his family. Urie's music legacy continues. Professionally, Urie produced and performed music gigs for several of his bands and other bands. Urie performed all around Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, Bel Air. Urie also performed in the San Francisco Bay Area, from San Francisco Bay Area to San Diego, across the U.S., in New York City and Las Vegas, the Cosmopolitan and Aria hotel casinos, to name just a few. In better days and to the end, Urie ministered in music every Sunday on the Harmon organ and piano, a plethora of churches, too many to name, primarily in Los Angeles and through California. This was a passion to do so on Sunday mornings, and congregational members loved his sweet, loving nature, despite any imperfections, and Urie loved them too. Urie III did a performance tour in China and performed in bands on various cruise ships across oceans. Urie lived a notable musician life that many can only dream of. He had promise and purpose. However, Urie suffered beyond imagination, was determined, pushed on, never complained, and is indeed gone too soon. Urie is a member of the American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, ASCAP, American Federation of Music, AFM, and the Recording Academy. These different aspects of the music industry, including performance, composition, education, and advocacy. Urie leaves behind on this earth his loving parents, Reverend Urie Norris and Professor Denise L. Norris, his only sister, Sylvan Christensen, brother-in-law, Mort Christensen, niece, Timian Nicole Christensen, brothers, Nehemiah I. Norris I and Philemon L. Norris, Esquire, sister-in-law, Kaya Norris, nephews, Giassi and Enoch Norris, grandmother Virgia R. Batiti, great aunt Clotilde Gums, godparents Pastor John and First Lady Paula Cannon, godmothers Pastor Paulette Allison and Wendy Haynes Johnson, godfather Herman Randall, and grand-godfather Roger Limpkin Esquire. In addition, there are a very large host of beloved and supportive uncles, aunts, cousins, family friends, professional musician friends, various church family congregation members, music industry organizations, personalities, affiliates, and associates who loved and cared for Urie III. This is the life reflection for Urie Robert Norris III.